In the heart of history lies a mystery, a manuscript so large, so detailed, and so enigmatic. It is known as the Codex Gigas, or the Giant Book. Legend claims it was created in a single night by a monk who made a pact with the devil himself. But is it truly the work of supernatural forces, or a feat of human genius? Let's uncover the chilling story of the Devil's Bible. Historical background. The Codex Gigas was created in the 13th century, in a Benedictine monastery in what is now the Czech Republic. Weighing over 165 pounds and stretching nearly 3 feet in length, this medieval tome is the largest surviving manuscript of its kind. But its size isn't the only thing that sets it apart. The book contains the entire Latin Bible, works on medicine, chronicles of history, and even spells for exorcisms. Yet what captures everyone's attention is the infamous page 290. There, a haunting full-page illustration of the devil stares back at anyone brave enough to open the book. The Curse of the Codex. Legends surrounding the Codex Gigas are as fascinating as the book itself. According to one chilling tale, the manuscript was created by a monk sentenced to death. His crime: breaking his sacred vows. Desperate to save himself, the monk promised to create a book that would glorify the monastery forever, one so magnificent it would contain all human knowledge. But as the hours turned into days, the monk realized he could never complete such a monumental task. In his despair, he turned to the only force he believed could help him: the devil. It is said the monk offered his soul in exchange for completing the manuscript in a single night. When the morning sun rose, the book was finished. And on page 290, the monk included a portrait of his infernal helper, the devil, standing in eerie triumph. The evidence for the legend. At first glance, the legend seems impossible, a story meant to frighten or entertain. But even skeptics find themselves puzzled by the Codex. Experts have analyzed the handwriting, and what they found was extraordinary. The entire manuscript appears to have been written by a single hand. What's more, the uniformity of the lettering suggests it was completed in an incredibly short period. Scientists estimate it would have taken one person working tirelessly, day and night, at least 20 years to finish. But there's more. The ink used in the manuscript has an unusual composition, and the vellum, made from over 160 animal skins, has remained remarkably well preserved for over 800 years. To some, it seems almost as if the Codex is protected by something or someone beyond human comprehension. Modern encounters with the Codex. Today, the Codex Gigas is housed in the National Library of Sweden in Stockholm. Visitors from around the world come to view its pages, but the book's reputation precedes it. Some claim the Codex carries a curse. During the 30 Years' War, it was taken as spoils by Swedish soldiers and brought to Stockholm. Shortly after, disasters struck: fires, plagues, and even deaths. Many began to whisper that the Devil's Book had brought misfortune to its captors. A deeper look at page 290. But let's return to the most infamous part of the Codex, page 290. The devil's illustration is unlike anything else in the manuscript. Standing nearly 2 feet tall, the figure is monstrous, half human, half beast, with red claws, horns, and glowing green eyes. Surrounding the devil is a dark, empty void, as if the artist intended to isolate him from the rest of creation. Strangely, this page is paired with another unusual section. The pages immediately following the devil's illustration contain a series of spells and rituals. Some are prayers for protection. Others, however, are darker incantations to summon spirits or banish enemies. Why would a monk include such contradictory elements in a religious text? Could it be a warning, or perhaps an invitation for those willing to tread the line between good and evil? The monk's true story. Historical records offer a more mundane explanation for the Codex Gigas. The manuscript is believed to have been commissioned by Herman the Recluse, a monk from the Podlasis monastery. The monastery itself was small and struggling, and the Codex may have been an attempt to secure its place in history. But even if the devil's involvement is purely fictional, Herman's achievement remains staggering. To this day, no one fully understands how one man could produce such a massive work with such precision. Theories and mysteries. The Codex Gigas raises questions that may never be answered. Was it truly the work of a solitary monk, or did others help him in secret? Could the uniform handwriting be evidence of a supernatural force? And then there are the missing pages. At least 10 leaves are known to have been cut from the Codex, and no one knows what they contained. Some speculate they held the monk's confession or perhaps an even darker secret. A closer examination of its influence. Regardless of its origins, the Codex Gigas has had a lasting impact. Its blending of religious devotion, scientific knowledge, and folklore mirrors the complexities of medieval thought. But perhaps its greatest legacy lies in its unanswered questions. The Codex Gigas invites us to explore the limits of human creativity and to confront the mysteries of the unknown. A final warning. Before we close the book on this story, consider this. Every legend contains a grain of truth. Perhaps the monk did make a pact that night. Perhaps the devil's portrait is more than just a warning. And perhaps, even now, the Codex Gigas waits for its next reader, ready to reveal its secrets or claim another soul. The Codex Gigas remains one of history's greatest mysteries. Whether it's a testament to human perseverance or a relic of something darker, one thing is certain: it will continue to captivate and haunt us for centuries to come. The question is, would you dare to open it? This has been another dive into history's dark corners. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales of mystery and wonder. Until next time, stay curious but careful.